Hi friends, welcome back to Saranya Recipe Box. Today I am going to talk about how to store vegetables in our kitchen. From the shop, group the vegetables together. When it comes to garlic, we can store the garlic up to 1 month in the countertop itself. That is with the dark and well ventilated place, not in the direct sunlight, and it is not at all recommended for fridge. I use a tray and take it to the my vegetable stand and store it in my veggie stand. Top I have kept the garlic in a separate basket and onion and big onion, potato and sweet potato. It's These veggies doesn't require refrigerator and sweet potato stays good till 2 weeks in the countertop. And I stored the coconut in standing position so it does not spoil. And when it comes to egg storage, I don't refrigerate the egg and it's not required at all to keep the eggs in the refrigerator. And I always use this basket to keep the eggs and I keep it on the countertop of my fridge. And for fruits like mangoes, it's always good to keep it in the countertop until it is ripe. And if it is ripe, you can store it in refrigerator for 2 to 3 days. It needs air exposure in refrigerator also. When you're placing the mangoes, you see which and all is the ripe one and separate them at the top of the basket and leave the unripe mangoes in the bottom of the basket. Next comes the plastic bowl. I am going to take a paper towel or a tissue paper in the bottom of the bowl and see the tomatoes which are unripe and keep it in the bottom, and which are ripe tomatoes keep it on the top of the bowl so that we can use it at earliest. And I usually buy weekly once veggies, so I always prefer to keep my tomatoes in the countertop itself. I don't refrigerate my tomato and it does not require to refrigerate. Banana stem I'm going to put in a paper poly cover and refrigerate it in the fridge and it stays fresh for 4 to 5 days. Usually I keep for all the veggies a tissue paper underneath the cover so that the moisture is absorbed. So I'm going to add in the beans. I prepare beans and carrot together, so I always prefer my beans and carrot together. So I'm adding the carrot also inside the same Ziploc bag. I'm storing the amla, ginger. The cover which I used for ginger and amla is a new cover, poly cover. So I'm going to put a sellotape for that. Next is the ladyfinger, and ladyfinger not stay fresh for long time, so plan using couple of days. In couple of days, store it in airtight container lined with a paper towel or tissue paper. Here comes the bell pepper or capsicum, and the green capsicum stays fresh for 2 to 3 weeks in refrigerator in airtight storage, and red and yellow stays for 1 to 2 weeks in refrigerator. We can leave the pumpkin on countertop itself until it is ripe. If it is ripe once, you can keep it in refrigerator for 2 days. You can cling wrap the pumpkin also and keep it in the refrigerator. For green veggies, it's always advised to remove the knots or ties to it and make them free. And I always remove the leaves, separate the leaves when I get free time. I do it on my next day of my purchase. So I'm going to keep this in the Ziploc bag now. For herbs, it's we have to remove the stem and keep it in the Ziploc bag. For curry leaves and green chilies, you remove the stem and the leaves separately and keep it in a cover with tissue paper. And I always prefer cutting or washing the vegetables until we are ready to use or eat. The best way to keep the veggies fresh from spoiling is to use it as earliest. I hope you find this video useful. Thanks for watching my video. Do give a thumbs up and subscribe my channel and click the bell icon. Have a good day.